Hey, welcome back to episode number 14 of the UIM Progression Series. I'm UIM Colossi, and we are here still at the Best Control Boats, getting ready to finish up our melee helmet for our void set. That is the last piece that we are going to get here. We're going to go ahead and save the magic helm and the 400 points that we need to upgrade this to elite for when we have 100 combat, so that we can use the veterans boat. And it'll just be a lot quicker altogether. Plus, there might be a buff. There's a potential buff coming to that boat. I'm not sure about the other boats, but that's the only one that really matters. Yeah, so we will go ahead and finish here. And then I guess on to Slayer, because I have a beefy Black Demons task to complete still. So we'll go ahead and use our Void Range, put it to use with the Bone Crossbow, find a nice little safe spot, and knock that out. There it is. That's our last 4 Void Knight accommodation points that we need, or commendation, or whatever they call it. Actually, I overshot it a bit. We did one more game than we needed to. Sometimes you just kind of go in the boat and it starts automatically and you can't see your points. I guess that's what happened to me. But more points is not bad, because we need to come back here in the future. We have 206. That means that we can get our next helmet, because each helmet costs 200 each. We already have the range, so we're going to go with the melee now. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Void Melee Helm. Verify, confirm. Cool. Another collection log slot as well. And let's see what the melee gives us, if it gives us strength. That's the only thing I wasn't sure on. I know it gives accuracy, but I wasn't sure if it gives strength. So there it is, all its glory. Let's see. Set bonus. So the top robe, gloves, and melee helmet, I will receive 10% bonus to your melee damage and accuracy. Nice, okay, cool. So that means during the vampire quests, when we have to use the flail of Avindus, or whatever it's called, we will be more accurate, and we will hit harder. And we'll have our magic defense of our void. So we'll be able to tackle those fights pretty easily, I think. Nice, and all of this is, of course, storable in the house, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll move on to, I think we'll actually finally do our Slayer task, our 100th Slayer task of Black Demons. It started as a task of 165. We've only killed about 16 of them, so we got quite a ways to go. Hopefully the Bone Crossbow does okay down there. If it doesn't, I'm probably just going to resort to kind of AFK lazy flicking them, like flicking prey melee. With my proselyte and my max prayer gear on. I'll probably bring a few prayer potions just in case I get extra lazy and I just want to kind of camp it for a while I'm watching videos. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully the bone crossbow works out though, and I can find a nice safe spot. Alright, going to get the Dorgeshan crossbow back so that I can go do my Black Demons task. But I figured I'd share kind of the levels that I got and how long it took to get my void. We started at level 71 strength and got all the way up to 74. And our hit points, I think, were close to, they were 74, they were close to 75, and we got up to 76. And last night, before I restarted my computer, I went ahead and checked the experience that I gained at Pest Control overall, and I divided it by the experience per hour to get the time spent there. And it was just over 30 hours, closer to 31 hours, to get the full void set, plus 2 helmets. So not too bad, especially given the levels that we got out of it. It was kind of painful to do in the middle boats, just because, I don't know, in general, there are just more scrubs there, but what I tended to do was I would just sit in the middle every time and defend the Void Knight, because there were a lot of games where he was actually dying, and a lot of people in that boat leave the doors open, so I would just sit in the middle. I would kill all of those teleporting guys that melee him, and then if I saw somebody left the door open, I would just close the door. And it honestly saved quite a bit of games doing that. So if you're having trouble in the mid boat, you're not quite 100 combat, just use that strategy. It'll probably save quite a few games and save you a bit of time. Oh yeah, and another thing I wanted to mention was the cash that we got from there. The money is actually pretty decent. Not the best experience per hour, obviously, because it took us like 31 hours to accumulate this GP. But we started at 405k and ended at 689,000. So what is that? Let me think. So that is 284,000, right? Yeah, 284,000 gained from from pest control, getting the full outfit plus 2 helmets. So, yeah, it's alright. Little update here on my Black Demon task. I'm down here in the Chasm of Fire at the very bottom. Found a nice safe spot. The bone crossbow with the bone bolts and the Void Knight armor is working wonderfully. I just got done editing my last video, so we're just kind of chilling. We do actually sometimes get Ranar Weed drops from these guys, which is actually kind of good for us. It means that pretty much if I want to speed this process up, I can use the Ranar Weeds that I get from here, and maybe some that I get from my herb patches, because I do have some planted around Galenor, to make some prayer potions and just kind of AFK down here, kill these guys a little faster, which I might end up doing because I'm getting pretty close to being done AFKing. So yeah, that's kind of the update. This works pretty well. We've got 2 brimstone keys, which will be great. Hopefully we get more. The rate at which you get these brimstone keys, like the drop rate, increases as, or sorry, the drop rate decreases as the combat level of the monster increases. So you have a pretty good chance of getting them from the Black Demons. So more to come, I hope. They also drop a rune medium helm, which I am going to keep one. I got another one as well that I alked. I think it's used in a stash unit, a medium stash unit, if I'm not wrong. That involves snakeskin chaps. I don't know. I don't know the full details. I just know that this is used somewhere in a stash unit. So I'm going to keep it until the end of the task and find out where that goes. But the Ensouled Heads, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use. I think you need like Master Reanimation, which is like somewhere in the 70s for magic. So I might have to end up dropping these, which is kind of a shame. But the ashes that I get from these guys give 65 experience each in prayer. So I should actually get a level before I leave here. That's our beefy 165 Black Demon task done for almost 26,000 experience. It is our 100th task, and it was a Konar task, so we get 450 points, which is pretty great. Means we can buy quite a bit of things. Starting with Superior Slayer monster unlock. We have a total of 492 points, and we have 5 brimstone keys from this task in total. Let's go ahead and get out of here before our prayer runs out. Yeah, not too bad. Pretty much the entirety of the task was done AFK with the bone crossbow while I was editing video. And the rest of it, maybe the last, I don't know, 40 or 50, was done with my proselyte warrior here. Semi-camping, protect from melee, kind of lazy flicking while I watch some YouTube. This task took a while, but it was worth doing since it was my 100th task. Now I have plenty of points in case I get that same one in the future and actually want to block it. There are also a couple of different metal dragon tasks that I would like to block as well. So far, the only one on our block list are the steel dragons. We can still potentially get iron and bronze, which I also don't want to fight. So iron, bronze, and maybe black demons. I don't know. I mean, the black demons will only get easier to kill, so maybe I just won't even worry about that. I don't know. We'll see. But we're just gonna head back to where is it? Mount Corlum. Yeah, Mount Corlum to turn these brimstone keys in, and then I guess we will just keep doing some Tariel skipping. And here we are at the brimstone chest with our 5 keys. Let's see what we get. Open them up right away. We get some magic logs. That's all right, I guess. Some more rubies. We'll go ahead and turn those into the museum for our future amulet. I think we got cash, right? What did we just get? Oh, magic seeds. Whoa, okay. Those might just go in a looting bag. One more. And a redwood seed. Okay, well the redwood seed is definitely just going to get dropped because that is what, like 90... Is it 90 or 95 farming? Let's check. So if we check our trees... Oh, I'm not in the farming guide. Whoops. I think I was on the wood cutting one. Tree... No. Wait, what the fuck? Is it in special? Yeah, okay, 90 for redwoods. Why don't they just put that in trees? That's nothing special. Like, just put it in trees. Anyways, let's see what this costs. It's only 38k. It does alk for 390, so let's just alk it. Fuck it. Yes, please. Probably the first time you ever seen somebody alk a redwood seed. But yeah, magic seeds, those are pretty nice. I don't know when I'm going to be getting 75 farming, but we'll keep in the bag just in case. I don't know. They could go in the seed box in the future potentially as well. But these magic logs, no real use for them, to be honest. I'll hold on to them for now. I'll kind of like research what they're used for. But I'm pretty sure we've done like all of the quests where we actually need a magic log. I don't know. We can always chop them too, when, like as we need them. So, and I can't fire make them, so there's no reason to keep in bulk. Honestly, I'll just honestly, I think I'll just drop them right here. Fuck it. If somebody here doing Slayer or opening keys wants to pick those up, good on you. Yeah, but the rubies we will cut and we will turn to the museum to go towards our curator's medallion for our future max house, which we will definitely get soon. Not really. Inventory is cleared up from the Black Demon task. We got our rubies turned into the curator at the museum, and we went ahead and outed that room medium helmet because it's actually an adamant medium helmet that you need for the medium clue scroll, not a rune. So yeah, now we're at this dude here, tutorial, to do some more skipping around. But first we're going to take a look at his reward shop, because we have nearly 500 points, and we're going to spend some of them. The first thing that I mentioned that I was going to unlock is Bigger and Badder. This will increase our risk against certain Slayer monsters with a chance of superior versions spawning whilst on Slayer task. So this is 150 points, well worth it. This will give us our chance at the Eternal Gem and the Imbued Heart, along with I believe the Dust and the Mist Staff, Battle Staves are also on that drop table, so pretty cool. We're just going to scroll down the list a little bit. We want to get hot stuff, I know that, so that we can get our fire cape. Not sure if I'm going to unlock that right now. I'll probably unlock that actually when I legitimately start slaying, so like after I have my Slayer helmet and all that. So let's see. Yeah, because I don't want to go do fight caves without the benefits of the Slayer helmet imbued. So I won't unlock hot stuff yet. We do want broader fletching. Let's see. Yeah, with level 52 fletching, we can do bolts, and 55, it'll allow us to do arrows. Or no, switch that around, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, switch that around. Broad arrows are 52. So, that's 300 points though. That's going to be the majority of our points, so we won't spend that yet either. Malevolent Masquerade. Obviously, we don't have the points for that. We also don't have a Black Mask. I think that's it. That's all we are going to unlock. Cool. We'll go ahead and move on to just, I guess, skipping. We need to do 9 more tasks before we go get another coner. Medium clue from a lizard task. Nothing. Just completed our 110th task, which was 130 fire giants in the Mount Corlum Slayer dungeon. We ended up getting 2 brimstone keys and 5 ensouled heads for some pretty nice prayer experience. We'll take that to the altar pretty soon. I know in the past I had been doing it where I would change my spellbook, and I'd be on the RKS spellbook while slaying, but I kind of realized that that wasn't really the way to go if you don't have the altar in your house and you don't have like another means to teleport to your house, like the quest cape or the construction cape or actual like teleport to house tabs, to be able to get there off spellbook. It's just not very efficient. It makes more sense to just get the heads and then head to the altar whenever you have them. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on, at least until I have the ancient altar in my house. Or not ancient, the RKS altar in my house. But we did get 2 brimstone keys from this task, so let's go ahead and check those out. First one being 2 rune plate bodies. Okay, not bad. Good alks. And 29 more rubies, so more rubies towards our curator's medallion. Cool. We'll go turn those in, and I don't know, I'll potentially keep one of these rune plate bodies for now, because it is a direct upgrade to the proselyte. as far as tankiness is concerned. So yeah, I'll probably hold on to one of those just to have, because it actually would have been nice for that Fire Giants task, because we were taking quite a bit of damage with this basically adamant equivalent armor. So yeah, on to 9 more bullshit tasks. All right, we're working on our 130th task, I believe it is. We've only got 22 left to kill. But this is a pretty important level coming up, really big milestone, 58 Slayer. That's going to unlock Cave Horrors for us and allow us to get our Black Mask in the future. I'm not going to grind it out right now because we're so close to our goal. We're almost done with Slayer for the moment. If you remember, we are looking for 50 prayer, and Slayer is just my primary means to train prayer. So we have just a little less than 5,000 experience left until 50, and then we can start doing some more quests. We will, next time we do come back to Slayer, because we do need 69 for the quest game, we will grind out our Black Mask first. I won't wait to get a task of them. I will actually just go there and kill them off task until I have one. So I just wanted to share that. 58 Slayer, very nice. All right, we just got 77 hit points. Normally I don't document non-milestone levels, but it is a milestone in terms of our combat. We just got to level 90, which is great. 10 more and we'll be able to use the veteran boats and finish up our void. And also a little status update. We are currently just under 2,000 experience until our goal of 50 prayer. So hopefully we get some ensouled heads from these dudes. We're on our 140th task, so we will be getting 90 points from this one. 77 more to go. But yeah, I'm actually not sure if I can use the ensouled heads from the cow fights. You might need a higher level reanimation. Let's go ahead and check the magic book right here. I don't think it tells you like what it doesn't give you a breakdown of like what each individual one is able to reanimate. It just gives you a breakdown of the runes that are required for the spell. But going through here, it's definitely not going to be the adept reanimation, I don't think. It's more than likely expert. I'll look more into it, but if it is expert, we need 72 magic for that. And once again, just like the ensouled demon heads, they're just going to have to go to waste, I guess. But not too far off. We shouldn't be slaying for too much longer. If probably at most we'll get one more Slayer level from this, but yeah, we're closing in. So I just did an easy clue. Went ahead and opened it up. And we didn't really get anything good, but we did get a couple purple sweets. And I figured I'd go ahead and talk about these. They're a stackable food source that restore a decent amount of run energy, as you can see, plus 10 per sweet. But what it doesn't say right now is that it also restores, I think, it's like a random amount of hit points, anywhere from 1 to 3 every time you eat one. So those are actually going to be pretty decent. It makes them the best, one of the best tick eat foods in the game. And because they restore energy and a little bit of health, it actually makes them really nice for the fight caves. So I think I'm just going to start saving my stack, even though I only have 2 right now. Since they do stack and they are tradable, I can just go ahead and put them in the looting bag. And while I'm at it, I'll just kind of show what I have here. Anyways, I guess I'll kind of break it down to show you what my thought process is on the things that I'm saving. I think a lot of these are pretty self-explanatory. Maybe some people don't know what these are. These are the grubby keys that we got from the temple spiders during that mini quest. These are actually going to be very important for some of the Grandmaster quests, because this is going to be my method to get early game Ceridom and Bruise to then be able to do some of those harder fights in the quests. So we're just holding on to these because we need a specific thieving level for them, which I don't think we even have yet. Somewhere in the higher 50s. I can't remember. I'll probably put it in during edit. But red spider eggs, I have these from the temple spiders as well. Those are going to be for, whenever we can make Ceridom and Bruise. I just kind of collected those because they are a pain in the ass to get otherwise. So might as well have plenty of space, you know. That's our super restore stack right there. We only have 7 doses, which is okay. We actually got this from a quest, I think. Zogre Flesh Eaters, I believe. We are up to 60 noted Ranars, which is nice. We'll be able to use those for whatever grind we need in the future. And that's just going to keep growing as we do Slayer and progress the account. The watermelon seeds, those are actually going to be needed for a lot of the diaries. Because plenty of them actually require a scarecrow, which is made with a watermelon. and there's no way to get a watermelon in the game except through farming, which you need like 49 farming for. So we're just kind of waiting until we have that level, and then we'll go ahead and plant these. We have our nature stack and our death stack in here. I just, at some point I needed to save space, and I just haven't died since. So they're just kind of in there chilling. Those are normally in my inventory, but the death talisman, we're going to try to save that. We'll probably make that into tiara at some point. It's used for elite stashes or elite clues. It can be stored in a stash unit later on at the death altar. So we're just going to try to hold on to that until we can boost to 77 construction. It shouldn't be an issue. The magic seeds, we got 3 of them from the brimstone chest. I'm just holding on to them. Those are a potential drop. I'm just holding on to them to see, like, because I really don't know when I'm going to be getting 75 farming. So I'm just going to hold on to them until I need the space, because there's absolutely no reason to drop them. And then once I get the seed box, they'll probably just go in there and stay there indefinitely. But the 2 pieces of the crystal key, the tooth half and the loop half, I got during separate Slayer tasks. I decided to myself when I got the tooth half that I was going to try to get one, because I would like to, one, get the achievement done actually here in Tavalry, open the crystal chest for the Falador Heart achievements, but then also it's going to be very good for just having a dragonstone in the future. I would like to keep a dragonstone in my bag for when I actually have the crafting level to make a glory. And then the uncut diamonds, I got those from the brimstone chest as well. I'm just going to keep those in case I decide to get a rune crossbow and I want to make some diamond bolts or something. I don't know. Either way, they are crafting experience, and I'll deal with them, process them later, whatever. But let's go do our cave bug task. We got a little bit of Slayer left to go. Pretty far into our Greater Demon task. This is our 150th task, so we'll be getting quite a bit of points for it, but it is also the last task that we're going to be doing, because we are just 1 vile ash away from our goal of 50 prayer. So let's go ahead and scatter this to the wind. There it is, 50 prayer. What does that let us do? Bless holy symbols and unholy symbols, and I have no idea what that grape shit is. But cool. This actually lets us do another quest. I think it lets us finish the, what is it? Pirate quest line. I think it's the last quest in the line for now. For pirates specifically. I'm not talking like in general. But yeah, that means we can stop slaying. We'll obviously finish our task up. We only have 52 demons left to kill. We will end up getting another Slayer level. It'll put us at 59, which means next time we come back to Slayer, we'll be going for level 69, because that is the max level needed for the quest cape. And we'll be able to do that with a Slayer helmet, because we'll have plenty of points to buy that. We'll be able to grind out cave horrors and get that drop. Yeah, it'll be good next time we come back to the skill. Alright, we just finished up our Greater Demons tasks, which marks the end of this Slayer session for this account. Let's go ahead and turn my aggression timer off so we get rid of those ugly red lines. We got 1 brimstone key from the task, so we'll go ahead and open it up. As you can see, that was our 150th task. Effectively, just take the 3rd decimal off, and that's how many actual tasks I've done, because I only do every 10 tasks as a real task at Konar. Like the rest, obviously, you know, are done at Duradel, super easy tasks. So yeah, we've done like 15 actual tasks just to boost our points. We are at 942, which is going to be plenty of points that we need to buy the stuff that we want the next time that we slay. We're not going to worry about spending them right now. We'll spend them in the moment when I'm back at Slayer and prioritize what I need then. I think that's just the smartest way to do it. But yeah, we'll go ahead and open up this chest. And Torstal seeds, which I think, what, you need like 85 farming to farm those. So yeah, let's check. Yeah, 85 farming. Do they have any value? 77k. We'll just drop them for the next guy to come around here. And since we're not going, since it's nothing that we want to store in the bag, we'll just drop those death runes for now. Yeah, so now I think what I'm going to do, I kind of want to double up on quests. Obviously, we have the requirement to knock out a great brain robbery, which is why I was slaying in the first place, to get the 50 prayer requirement. But before we do that, I kind of want to also finish Fairy Tale Part 2, which I think is our only quest in the quest log that we have started that we haven't finished. And we have the herb lore requirement for it. That's the steepest requirement for the quest at 57. And the farming requirement isn't going to be too bad to get. We need 49. We are currently 43. And in the process, we'll get past 45, which is a requirement to get into the farming guild, which is a nice place to have unlocked. So, and we'll probably unlock our auto weed as well. So won't have to rake again. But that's the plan. We'll get 49 farming. Then we'll go knock out Great Brain Robbery, the rest of Fairy Tale Part 2. And yeah, from there, I guess probably going to fletch, honestly, because it's required for a lot of the later quests. Looks like we need to get up to 60, potentially 70. No, looks like just 60. So we'll probably do some AFK woodcutting in the woodcutting guild and just fletch slugs we get and drop what we make. So we did one round of Tithe farm, which got us up to 45 farming and access to the farming guild. I'm only getting 9,000 experience for these beginner seeds here, the Gullivanova seeds, the ones that require, I believe, 36 farming. If we take a look at the guide here, we can go to Tithe farm. It takes 34 farming for the initial Gullivanova fruits, and the next tier is unlocked at level 54. Yeah, 9,000 experience per 100 seeds planted is just not worth doing at the moment. I took a look at the quest, Fairy Tale Part 2, and the 49 farming requirement is actually boostable. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go steal from the stalls, the fruit stalls, just to the north of us. I'm going to get a Gullivanova top, fruit top, and I'm going to make a pie out of it for the +4 guaranteed boost to get up to level 49 for the quest. Yeah, it's just not worth it, because at this point, you can see I'm kind of at the start of the level. We're going to be getting 1 level per 100 seeds planted, so that's just a huge time sink and not worth the experience. Yeah, the good thing though is that we did get enough points from the reward shop, or for the reward shop here, to go ahead and snag our auto weeder. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and that will mean that every patch that we rake from now on will never regrow its weeds. So it'll save us a lot of time. It'll save us a lot of annoyances while farming in the future. The only thing that I want to get from the shop left is the seed box. So yeah, let's go ahead and start thieving for that fruit top to go ahead and make our pie so we can do this quest. I was wrong. The Gullivanova pie, that's for herb lore. I need to actually get my chef's hat out of a stash unit somewhere. Not that one. I guess it's this one. I need to check the cooking guild because they sell garden pies, which are the correct one for the farming boost. But if my memory serves, it's only a +3 boost, not a +4. So Jagex, get on that, make that consistent, maybe, if I'm right, at least. Because all the other pies seem to offer +4, but this one is kind of, why is this a bitch pie, you know? But let's take a look. Let's see if I'm right. If I am right, then I'm going to have to do one more round of 100 shitty seeds at the Tithe farm. So we'll go ahead and trade this dude here. I'm pretty sure he's the one that sells pies. And yes, he does sell 2 garden pies for 24 coins each. What a steal. And yeah, +3 farming boost. So we'll go ahead and hold on to that. We'll go get our watering cans back, and we will go do one more round of Tithe. All right, there we go. Tithe farm run done. 46 farming, which means that we can pie boost to level 49 in order to do Morning's End Part, or not Morning's End, Fairy Tale Part 2. So yeah, I guess we'll get going on some quests. I might do some AFK because I'm pretty tired now, but it is the end of the day. Yeah, probably not going to quest right now, but we'll get some crab gains or something, or maybe I'll go mine. We'll see. First clip in a bit, but yeah. We have been training at ammonite crabs over to the west of us for the past couple of days. We've just had our account logged in, basically just clicking twice every 10 minutes. I've had the NPC aggression timer on, which really helps with that. We'll go ahead and turn that off because I don't like having that on when I'm actually running around the world. It looks ugly, but anyways, yeah. We've been here for the past couple of days, like I said, and we got our skills up quite a bit. We started out with strength. I think we were either like 76 or 77. We took it up to 80, and then we took our attack and our defense from 70 to 75, and our range from 78 to 80. We actually just got this level. We can see in the chat box. Yeah, congratulations, range levels advanced to 80. Cool. Our hit points ended up getting to an even 80 as well. Wasn't planned, obviously, but there it is. The reason I swapped to ammonite crabs over the sand crabs is one simple reason: fossils. If you look here, we've been collecting all the fossils that we get, and we've just been storing them in here. If I can, not fat finger. Okay, sorry, I'm eating as well. But yeah, you can see we've been collecting all of the fossils that we get. I wonder if I missed any. I think I can check. Yeah, I missed a couple larges. What do we got? 42 small. I actually didn't miss any small or any mediums. Wow. I only missed 2 large fossils. That's pretty impressive, actually. Cool. Yeah. So those are actually really good. Those are going to be basically, once you clean them and they get made into these different types of fossils, you take them under the museum, and they basically get converted into experience lamps, which I can then use on Herblore. So this is my new spot for AFK combat training. Just because of that, it's just going to be free Herblore experience. Alternatively, if I get enough for the museum and we go past that, I can actually use them here with this ancient mushroom as a means of prayer experience. So like you take them here, you get a couple of key ingredients. Let me see if it tells me what they are. The key ingredients are also dropped by the crabs, so I would grab them if I did plan on doing this. But yeah, you add calcium and phosphate and clean them. You like pop some bubbles around here. It's pretty simple to do. And then they get washed into this little canal right here, into the rinsing pool, and then you go collect them from there, and you have clean fossils that you can then go to the house on the hill and deposit in there for prayer experience. It's actually a pretty decent method, if you have extra fossils, that is, once you've completed the museum. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's kind of the mindset here, why I switched. I am going to go back to actively playing. There's some quests that I want to knock out, and a clue scroll that I have to do. So, also I have been collecting seaweed spores. That's for a future plan. I won't give that away yet, but I mean, obviously you know what I'm going to do with them. But I have a method that I want to try for crafting, to do with like the noted things that you can do nowadays. Because on my earlier Ironman, basically the best way to train crafting was charter ships, and just hopping worlds constantly and using the super glassmate while you were at the charters. But I think there might be a better method. I've been testing it, or I theorized it to my brother, and he's been testing it, and it seems to work out pretty well for him. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna basically, I guess it's not a secret anymore, but we're gonna plant these. We're gonna basically just do a bunch of giant seaweed runs, and we can note them at the leprechaun and collect it, and then we can also go to the sandstone mine, and we can mine a bunch of sandstone and turn them into Darude there, who will be able to give us noted buckets of sand, which obviously the two together are going to be great. We can just go to a bank, some secluded bank, once we have lunar magics, and we can make all of the glass that we want and blow it just there on the spot. And I think it's going to be a lot more chill, a lot better alternative to hopping a bunch of worlds and competing with people at the charter ships. So that's the plan. My brother likes it. I kind of like the idea, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, I also forgot. This is my combat level. We're just here in the house getting ready to do a clue scroll, but yeah, we got up to 95. We were in the 80s, so yeah, pretty good. Not too far off from that 100 combat milestone, so that we can finish up our void. But I'm probably not going to be going back to the crabs anytime soon, so who knows when that'll be. My next AFK adventures are probably just going to be what I need for quests, so like fletching and mining, but we'll try to stay away from the crabs because I really don't need more combat training at the moment. We are good where we're at. Casket. Hey, look at that. Black skirt tee. Kind of useless. It's going to go in the house and probably never come back out because we won't get the full set, but yeah, cool. I thought that'd be worth more though. Weird. 30k. Jeez, man. There it is, all its glory. And gone forever. There it is. Yeah, we need the other two. If we want to take that back out, we need the hat and the body, so. Cool. Looking good. That black pickaxe. That's going to help us a lot. Oh, I forgot I had this. The magic amulet trimmed. Cool. I'll have to remember that. Weekly tiers of Gothics done. We should be getting Hunter experience, I believe. So let's see how much. 9,540. Love it. That takes up to 39 Hunter. Very nice. Oh, a milestone of 1425. That's not really a milestone though. I don't know why it does milestones at 25. Like I understand 50, but like only when you go like up there, like post, I don't know, 1500 maybe. But yeah, that's not a milestone, Jagex. Come on. Let's see. That means Hunter is no longer lowest skill, right? Yeah, fletching is now, which is fine. I hate training fletching, and I need to get it up to like 60 or something. So okay, so just did the Garden of Death. I recorded a whole clip where I went off on a tangent about how bad this quest is. I'm not gonna put it in, but I'll stick by it. It's just it's god awful. This is probably my least favorite quest in the game. Look at a guide. I'm somebody that when a quest comes out, I try to do it without the guide. Look at a guide for this one, please. Like, just save yourself some time, save yourself some pain. It's just not good, not intuitive. Just finishing up the Great Brain Robbery quest. Cool. 2 quest points, 6,000 prayer experience, 3,000 crafting, 2,000 construction, barrel chest anchor, and a lamp, which is going to get us some free herb lore experience, I'm sure. 5,000 free herb lore experience. I think you can use that in any skill above 30, so that's obviously where it's going. Pretty close to level 61 there. Let's move on to whatever other quests we could do, I guess. The barrel chest anchor. I'm not going to worry about repairing this at all. I'm not sure if this can be alked or anything, but we'll find out. And there it is. Taste of Hope is complete for 1 quest point, the flail, the medallion, and another experience tome. I say another because it's like the 3rd one we've gotten from this quest line, but it should give us 3 opportunities to put this into herb lore, maybe 2, I don't know. But that gets us to 61 off the first one. And there's number 2. And there's number 3 on herb lore, of course. Very nice. Cool. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I kind of messed up. I probably should have had tankier armor over the void. Although that would have involved me probably buying rune armor, which would have cost quite a bit. Would have been a little bit of a dent to the cash stack. So this really wasn't a bad thing to have for the accuracy and the extra strength while wielding the flail. But most of the fight I had to have protect from magic on, which kind of sucked because it kind of left me vulnerable to his melee attacks. But luckily we had plenty of food and we were pretty over leveled for it. So yeah, that's it there. Let's take a look at our quest list. It's pretty slim. If we look at all of the quests that we've completed, we're at 141 out of 155. So we only have 14 quests left until we're completely done, most of which are master and grandmaster quests. So at this point in time, I think there's maybe one that we can do. That A Kingdom Divided is the only quest left that we have that we can do with the current levels that we have in our possession. So obviously Dream Mentor is greened out as well, but you can't do that until you've done Lunar Diplomacy, which we need 61 crafting and 65 magic for. So yeah, Kingdom Divided is the last one that we can do presently. And then actually I'm probably going to be doing maybe some fletching, actually, because there are some quests on here that we need our fletching level up for. Yeah, we need to do a lot of fletching, a lot of crafting, some magic training. Okay, you're probably wondering why I look like a bot, but I have been doing some speedrunning, as you can see in the chat box. I decided it's finally time to get a nice little upgrade to my graceful. We've done enough of the speedruns to have 1800 points, which is, it should be just enough to buy the tier 3 adventurer's outfit. So we'll go ahead and hop to a normal world. And my account should be waiting in Varrock Square, where we can look at our reward shop for the speedrunning activity. Yep, so let's trade. Go ahead and put my pin in. And the tier 3 one is 1800 points. So if we go ahead and confirm on that, it says a tier 3 adventurer's outfit consisting of a body, legs, hood, boots, fan braces, and cape. Each piece of the outfit can be used to modify the corresponding piece of graceful equipment. Do I wish to spend 1800 points? Yes, I do. Cool. So we've got the full outfit there. And then, like it said, we can take each individual piece and use it on the corresponding one to make them the recolor. So that's the hood. This is the gloves and the cape. The body. The legs. And lastly, the boots. Awesome. So we now have the quest speedrunning graceful on this account, which looks really cool. It's the first and currently the only graceful outfit that isn't like a solid color, pretty much, and actually has a different cosmetic effect to it. So and I think it's just fitting, especially for this phase of the account where we're focusing on the quest cape. This is a nice addition to our little costume room. So it is fully storable in this form. So yeah, very nice. And this is where I'm going to end the episode after getting our nice new outfit. These are the skills so far. We're up to 1427 total level. The quest points are looking like 258 out of 291, with 141 of the 155 quests completed, just 14 to go. The next episode is probably going to be more quests. There are still some that I do have the requirements that I'm able to complete, so we'll focus those, and then we'll start training the skills that we need to do some more quests. So with that, I thank you for sticking around to the end. Yeah, if you liked it, do what you want. Consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.